In today's video, we're gonna make authentic Mexican salsa roja and salsa verde. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? My name is Farnum, and you are now watching Simple Seasoning here on More. Yes, that's right. Today we are making some simple, authentic Mexican salsa. We're gonna do verde and roja, and yes, I'm rolling my R's because all my Spanish friends will make fun of me if I don't. Like, if I get on camera today and I'm like,
today we're gonna make salsa roja with guajillo peppers.
They're gonna roast me until I'm dead. So, with that being said, we're doing it authentic style. My friends who were born and raised in Mexico taught me how to make both of these. Extremely simple, super low calorie, good in the fridge. You can make it spicy or not spicy at all, whatever you prefer. Let's waste no more time. Let's get into the ingredients. All right, so we're gonna make our salsa verde first, and the ingredients are fresh garlic, some jalapeños, salt, Tomatillos, a Serrano pepper if you want it spicy. If you don't want it spicy, you don't do the Serrano, and some cilantro. So let's get into the prep work. All right, prep work time. First off, have you guys ever seen the Barney themed garlic before? I have never. Hopefully it tastes like garlic and not T-Rex, but
I'm sure it does.
We're gonna do this garlic very simple. We're just gonna pull off one clove. We're gonna slice the butt off, give it a smash, pull the shell off, and leave it alone. All right, next we've got some Tomatillos. So all we're gonna do is peel the husk off, which is a lot louder than I thought it would be. All right, once you get that husk off, they're gonna be very sticky. You might not be able to see the stickiness, but trust me, it is sticky. All we're gonna do is peel the husks off, 5 tomatillos, and then we're just gonna run them under some water and rub them lightly, dry them off, and you're good to go. Next, we have our jalapeños, and we're gonna wash these off as well. And I suggest if you do not like spice, you chop the top off, slice it in half, get the seeds and the vein out, and then you're good to go. All right, and lastly, we've got our Serrano pepper, and you're gonna use this if you want some heat and some spice in your salsa. We'll take the top off, cut it in half, go ahead and pull those seeds and the veins out, and we're good. So we've got all this prepped out. Last thing we're gonna do is we're not gonna blend the cilantro. We're gonna fine chop it, and then we'll fold it in once we have our salsa blended up. So all we're gonna do is cut the head in half, and then we're just gonna fine chop that cilantro, scoop it up into the bowl. All right, before we jump on the stove, I just wanna say, if you guys like salsa, you should check out my steak video that I just uploaded a few days ago. We do steak tacos with a salsa verde. It's amazing, seriously. It's carne asada, it's great. Anyway, we gotta roast these tomatillos and these peppers. Let's go. All right, so we're over at the stove right now. Check this out. So right here, I've got a little flat iron griddle that I put over the burners that we're gonna roast our veggies on. And then obviously over here, we have our veggies. Now, I understand that everyone might not have this. You can do this on a grill outside, or you can just do them in a pan and just roast them in the pan. I've had this on a medium-high heat, so we're gonna do the test, and that basically looks like this. Ah! That's it. All right, so let's grab our peppers, let's grab our tomatillos, we're gonna throw them on. All right, so we're putting the tomatillos, we're putting our peppers, we're doing skin side down because we want these to blister and roast. See, look, he's dancing. They're doing this right here. Ooh, right here, bachata. Okay, but look, that's what they're doing. All right, so it's time to flip our tomatillos over, and they're probably just gonna roll around. So see, these are the marks that we like, this nice roasty, blistered flavor right here that we're gonna get with this. These are gonna roll around by themselves. Let's check out these jalapeños. Oh, that's perfect. Honestly, this is done at this point. I'll flip it over so we can get a little roasty toasty on the other side, but these are looking perfect. All right, so jalapeños are done. Let's pull them off. We're gonna throw these into a bowl real quick, let them cool down just a little bit. We don't wanna put these into a plastic blender while they are blistering hot. As you can see, we'll pull those serranos off too. Check on our tomatillos. Yeah, I mean, these are round. We're only really gonna be able to get the tops and the bottoms. So with that being said, I feel pretty comfortable with the amount of roastedness on the jalapeños that we can pull these off and let these cool down as well. Call me Sir Mix-a-Lot because it is time to blend up our salsa. So we've got our vegetables that we roasted that have slightly cooled down, come down to not even room temperature. It's been about 4 minutes since we let those cool down. Make sure you get those juices in there. Next, we're going a 1/4 cup of water, and then we're gonna throw our raw garlic in there, and we will salt to taste later. Taste to salt, salt to taste, I don't know. Let's put that on, and then we're just gonna go ahead and turn our blender on. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and give this a whiff. Oh Smells so good. All right, let's pour it out and then we're gonna fold in our cilantro and then we will salt to taste. All right, salsa going into our bowl. Okay, you might have noticed that we didn't do an onion this time, and that's because when you put an onion, it kind of congeals and gets very fibrous. And my friends who taught me how to make the adjustments to the salsa told me not to do an onion, so we did not do an onion. And they also told me to go ahead and just fold in the cilantro. So I'll start with about 1/4 of the head of the cilantro, and then I'm just gonna kind of whisk it in so it's nice and chunky. Here we go, got some more going in. And then the only thing that we're missing at this point is we have to put our salt in. So we are just gonna continue to add salt and taste. All right, we'll start with a teaspoon, we'll mix it in, we'll taste. Okay, so I ended up putting in a 1.5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of salt. Obviously, you're gonna taste the salt. The ingredients differ every time. It's not going to be the same every time. You just kind of taste as you go. Also, you'll see I didn't put the entire half of the cilantro in. I probably did about 30 to 35% of that head of cilantro in here. And the longer that this sits and it goes in the fridge, the more that flavor is gonna develop, they're gonna release, they're gonna blend, it's gonna taste even better. So at this point, our salsa verde is done. We'll do a taste test at the end with the roja. I gotta send it over to Fast Facts with my boy Hugh, Geego.
Yes, I want a 30 by 30 portrait of myself in my home, even though I live by myself. Do you see me? Hugh Geego here, and I might as well be an eggplant emoji, because I'm a sex symbol. Did you know? Salsa dates back as far as the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Mayans. Did you know? May is International Salsa Month. Did you know? Salsa is one of the top 4 most popular condiments in America. What came first? The dance or the salsa? The salsa. Back to Salsa Roja. Let's go.
All right, so now we're gonna get into the ingredients for our salsa roja. So we've got some fresh garlic, some Guajillo peppers. Oh, I kept the accent on peppers, my bad. So these are interesting. They look spicy as hell, but they're actually very mild and almost have a berry-like taste to them. They're really, really good, actually, so don't be intimidated by the color. Then we've got some salt, some more tomatillos, and some cilantro, so let's get into the prep work for this. All right, so prep work for the roja, even easier than the prep work for the verde. Obviously, we've got our Barney garlic. All you're gonna do, pull a clove off, slice the butt off, give it a smack, peel off that skin. All right, now we have, again, 5 small to medium tomatillos. We're gonna peel that husk off and we're just gonna wash all of these, dry them off. Perfect. All right, we've got our garlic, our tomatillos washed. Now we have our guajillos. Listen. Okay, so if you want less spice, all you have to do, you can just follow me real time with this. All you have to do is just cut the top off and then they literally all just dump out just like that. Now just rinse and repeat. All right, and all we have left at this point is our cilantro, but I still have okay, forget everything I just said about the cilantro. You're not gonna use it for the roja. I was wrong. So we're at the stove, we got the same setup, we got our griddle over here, and then we got our tomatillos and our guajillos. At this point, the guajillos, since they're already dry, they're gonna toast very fast, and you only want them on there for a little bit or else they get bitter. So at this point, we're just putting the tomatillos on here to start roasting. Let's probably take about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll flip. All right, it's been about 3 minutes. Oh yeah, these are nice and roasty toasty. We can flip these over. All right, so our tomatillos are pretty much done at this point. I'm just gonna throw the guajillo on and flip them. I'm just gonna kind of gauge it. I'll give it a minute, and then we'll try. Come on. Guajillo, guajillo. All right, you can see that we're already smoking over here. It's been about 20 to 30 seconds. Whoa, they're shape shifting. Serpientes, serpientes. I'm gonna flip them just because I don't want, oh yeah, they're already toasting. That was quick, that was real quick. All right, let's flip them. All right, that was quick. I think they're good, personally. All right, so let's throw them in our bowl. Anyway, you can see these were only on there for about 30 to 45 seconds and they're nice and toasted, aromatic. They smell amazing, our tomatillos already. So now it's time to blend. So here go our guajillos, our tomatillos. Throw in our 1 clove of raw garlic and our 1/4 cup of water, just like that. And now we mix. All right, you know the drill at this point. We're just gonna add salt to taste. All right, so use about 1 tablespoon. Again, it's gonna vary every single time because the ingredient sizes vary and also how much you roast them varies as well. So at this point, it's time for a taste test. Let's roll. And it's time for the taste test. Let's go, baby. We're gonna start off with the salsa roja first. Personally, not a gigantic fan of most rojas, but I feel like this one's gonna be pretty gas. Let's go. Me personally, not a huge fan of the Guajillo pepper. This is good though, a little bitter, a little salty. It's got the sweetness, that like berry flavor to it. Me personally, I'm not making this one, but this is how you make it. I've never actually had a salsa roja that I like, but that is how you make it. Now let's go for this baddie right here. Some good old salsa verde. 3, 2, 1. Hold up, I think we need to get Hugh Geego in here to try this, because this right here, this should slapping like chocolatas. Ooh, hold up, Hugh!
Hugh Geego here, trying some ground up green vegetables. It's good for my complexion. As you can see, I've got perfect complexion. It's wonderful. I can make it way better though.
All right, so that guy's a but look right here, I eat this all day. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the taste test. That is our authentic Mexican salsa roja and salsa verde. Again, you can roast these even more if you do it, wrap them in some foil or anything, but I promise you, this one, money. I'm gonna have this in my fridge 24/7. A lot of people like this. If you don't know, try to make it, see if you do like it. With that being said, please scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below. Appreciate y'all for watching. This is another episode of Simple Seasoning. My name is Farnum. Hugh Geego's a prick. We out.
What came first, the salsa or the dance? The dance. No, the salsa. One more time. One more time. One more time.
This is so fast.
Is it funny though?
This is so fast.
Let me know when you're ready.
Did you know? Did you know?